doing? My name's Holly. Welcome back to a new video. This is April's whip update. Update and haul, but I haven't got much, if any, haul. Actually, I haven't got any haul. However, I did buy something that is completely cross-stitch unrelated, which is, I think, pretty cool, but yeah, we'll see. I'll tell you about that at the end. So, my dad came here my dad was here for 6 weeks, from like sort of the beginning-ish of March to April the 22nd, for about 6 months. Oh my God, I would have killed each other in 6 months, 6 weeks. And it was pretty interesting. As you know, I live in, it would be good if I put my microphone on. I live in a camper, and space is so limited. I have like hardly any space at all. So my dad was on the sofa. I've got a pull-out sofa thing, even though he just took the cushions off and just slept it as it is on the sofa. And then I was in my bedroom. And it was really nice seeing him. It was lovely seeing him. But it's so difficult living with someone for a long time. And 6 weeks is a long time when you're you're basically in each other's pockets. And I love my dad to bits, but he is not the not cleanest, that's the wrong word, the tidiest of people. So anytime he gets something out, he'll just leave it there and I'm having to come behind him. It was like having a child in the house for 6 weeks. I was just like, Dad, if you take something out, please just put it back. But it was really nice seeing him. We didn't really get much of the barn done. Money's just been a bit of a nightmare. But we're sorting it all out. It's getting sorted. So hopefully there should be money coming through, which means that we can then start getting back on the barn. The arena's pretty much done. It does need water. And it needs to be it needs to have another surface. Not completely, but it needs to have like an additional surface. But anyway, I will talk more about that a bit later. I have just ridden my horse, so I'm looking a bit disheveled. This is definitely hat hair. I'm so sorry. And it's really hot today. So if you'd like, I will post some videos that I took of us going out riding. It was really nice, and I'll put that at the end. So those people that are interested can watch them, and those that aren't, only here for the cross stitch, that's all you'll be here for that only. So without further ado, my whip go has been a little bit all over the place, I must admit, this month, because I still have projects from last month, which I haven't done. Still haven't done. I've got the projects from this month, and then obviously I've got May's now as well. So I'm getting to the point where I've got a lot to do. My dad doesn't really see the point in cross stitch. And so, you know, if I was to ever sit down and do some in the evening, he'd be like, come on, Holly, you know, there's more to do than cross stitch. You know, we've got to go for your boarding contracts. We've got to do this. We've got to do that. He was, honestly, I felt like he's an ex-Marine, and I felt like I was being berated every single time. I was like, Dad, literally, it is the weekend. Can I just like have a bit of stitchy time, please? And just, you know, it's the weekend. It's fine, you know. But he was down building an extension of something, and he was doing that pretty much all day, every day. And that's what he wanted to do. So that was fine. But oh my goodness, trying to get any stitchy time with him here was just not happening. He just sees it as a complete waste of time. But you know, I need it. I need to like chill out, veg out, just not think about stuff, just, you know, just have some time out and do some stitching, because I really struggle. I've got so much going on, and I really, really struggle when I don't have that time that I can just be myself and just do what I want to do. So I found that a struggle. It was difficult, and then on top of having my dad here as well, and you know, everything else, and I just felt like I spent all my time cleaning. Like literally, he'd come in with muddy boots and he wouldn't take his boots off, and Oh my goodness. So it was just, I honestly, I felt like I had a child with me for 6 weeks. I was putting stuff back, I was tidying things up, I was cleaning up after him. I mean, his wife must have a field day. But no, it was really nice seeing him. It was nice seeing him. I hadn't seen him for probably over a year. And a couple of people actually asked me if I would put some pictures of him and things like that. And I asked him and he was like, yeah, that's fine. And there was a particular moment where we were both sat on the settee and we were watching University Challenge. Now, you probably don't know what that is in the States, but in the UK, it's a game show. But it's against like the top, I guess you'd call it Ivy League universities. So it'd be like Durham University, Oxford University and Cambridge University. And you'd have all these universities against each other, just have 2 teams. And we were trying to find something. There was one particular one he wanted me to try and find on YouTube. And I said something like, is that how you spell challenge? I know how to spell challenge, literally, but it just came out before my brain engaged. My mouth just went before my brain engaged. And he literally lost it. He wasn't that
funny. She wants University Challenge. Is that how you spell challenge?
He was laughing so hard. He was laughing so hard, I managed to actually get my phone out and record him laughing as well. He was laughing at me, absolutely. But I'll put that video up here as well, because I just think that's, like, it was quite funny, bless him. And I've got some pictures as well, so. But yeah, I think it was nice. I think he enjoyed being here. He's just moved house. So it was, for him, I think it's been a bit stressful with his wife. And I think this was like a little bit of a break. Now he's in Dubai. He literally flew back to Spain for 10 days and now he's back out into Dubai. So he has to spend a certain amount of time there for his residency. I think he had to renew his residency visa or something. But anyway, so this month I worked on 7 projects, and I did 5,632 stitches, which, you know, is not amazing, but considering I literally the last, so my dad left on the 22nd, and from the 22nd to now, and I know it's the 2nd today, I know this video is late, but I've been really trying to catch up. So it's 12:53 at the moment. I'm trying to do this video before the sun comes round and I have to put the air conditioning on. And then it becomes a bit of an oven in here. But yeah, my boarder was late coming today, so we didn't ride until a little bit later. So, right, without further ado, I am just going to go on what I worked on this month. And the first project I worked on, and this isn't in the order that I worked on it, but this is the order I will show you, is this is a quick stitch Peacock Love, and this is by Josephine Wall. And the artwork is by Heaven and Earth Designs. Really, really pretty. And on this one, I did 783 stitches. Now, my goal, because it came up twice, was, what was that, it's about 1,300 and something stitches, I think it was. So I've done a bit of it, but today I'm going to finish the rest of it. I'm going to get the rest of those done. So I think I've got about 517 stitches left to do. Where are you? Where are you? Are you... Bear with me 1 second, because I don't know what I've done with it. Where did you go? There you are. Okay, so I'm going to show you side by side because I think it's just easier doing that, and also it takes less time. So this is stitched on 18 count 2/1, and if I had the choice to do this again, and if I was on a computer and I could just change the stitch, I would change it to 20 count 1/1 definitely. But this is 18 count 2/1, and this is where we are. So as you can see, this area here is a lot more stitched. I've done a bit more in here. Let me just pull this back so you can see a comparison. It looks okay, actually. It looks okay. Just got to a bit more filling in here to do. Next month I would have done my quota, so I'll show you it again next month. And yeah, I'm just trying to kind of fill in the blanks. I completed like 7 colours, so I'm very much on a colour complete for this. And this is a close-up. It is very beautiful. It is really beautiful. I love the colours on this. Absolutely love the colours on this. Where should we put that? We'll put that there. I did blow my candles out so I don't set fire to my place. Okay, so the next one is Ornament, A Stitch in Time. I can feel the sun starting to come around now. Where are you? There we are. So this is a smaller, this is like the ornament, the middle part of the large Stitch in Time by Amy Stewart. So it's just the middle part. And this is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs again, artwork by Amy Stewart. I did 504 stitches. And I'm at 20.89%. I forgot to say on Peacock Love, I'm now at 76.33% on that one. So on this one, I've done 504 stitches and I'm on 20.89%. So this is, let's see if I can do it this way, where I am now. So if I do that at the top, then you can do the other one at the bottom. So on this one, I mainly worked in this area here, to be honest. I put this on a 11 by 11 Q-snap, and I basically worked in this bit. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. It's coming along. You know, we're not there yet. That will be really lovely when it's all done and it's framed. It'll be beautiful. beautiful. Okay then. Yeah, that one's being stitched on 18 count 2/1, and I use CXC threads. I always have done. I always will do. In fact, I think I started with DMC because I was late to the party. I started cross stitch using DMC and very quickly realised a lot of people were using the CXC thread and the coverage is better and it doesn't break as much, I must admit. Like, I found that my thread was constantly breaking when I was using DMC, and I did post something in one of the groups and a lot of people came back and said, look, just use CXC, it doesn't break as much. So that was it. I started using CXC and I never went back then. Okay, so the next one that I stitched on is Santa. This one's cute. I actually quite like this one. If I've got a project that I need to, like, you know, a load of stitches, a stitch dump basically, this is a good one because it's got a lot of block colour, and a lot of my other projects don't have a lot of block colour. So this is Santa. This is Santa and Frosty. And the artwork is by Donna Gelsinger, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm stitching this one on 20 count 1/1 full CXC. So at the moment I'm in this bit here, which is really quite boring, and I'm really looking forward to getting into sort of this area, the red area. Really, really looking forward to getting to that area because it's just white on white and you really can't see much. So I stitched 514 stitches. I was supposed to only stitch 500 stitches. And I'm at 8.72%. And let's get rid of the threads. Now you can't really see this one very well, but let's see if I can fold it in a bit. Yeah, I think that's the best we can do. So this is where we are. Let's see if I can pull it back and I can put another picture in. But can you see what I mean about it being so boring? So let me just put this forward. So this is 20 count 1/1, full cross. All of my projects are full cross. It's probably why it takes me so blooming long to finish them. Ow, I have a needle in there. So yeah, it takes me a long time because I do full cross. I have to remember I've got a needle in there. It's sticking out. It's probably not good. Okie dokie. Right, the next one I worked on was Sanssouci. Sanssouci, where are you? And this is one that I've regained a little bit of love for because I wasn't sure on the colour originally. I was a bit like, I don't like that. But I've definitely decided that my accent colours in my office are going to be yellow because I just love yellow and I just think it's such a happy colour. And since working on this and thinking about the office being yellow, I just think, you know, so when I say accents, like basically all of my, hang on, what's my cat got in his mouth? Oh, nothing. All of my lever arch files are going to be yellow because I just think it's so nice. So Sanssouci, this is a long dog sampler. And yeah, one of my favourites this is actually. Really, really lovely. And I'm stitching this on 32 counts, 2/2. And the fabric is a sparkle, I think it's called Sparkle Snow. And Wool Warehouse sells this in England. And that's who I always went to. And actually it's who I go to now. So yeah, I'm stitching this on 32 count, 2/2. And it smells nice. I've done 1,034 stitches and I'm at 8.77%. Now it doesn't seem like a lot, but this is where I'm at. And I'll see if I can put the other one down, if I put the other one down to the left, my left. So yeah. Oh, that's my tummy. I'm so sorry. I've got, I haven't eaten this morning. Maybe I should have done really. But I need to pop out. I need to pop to the bank. I need to pop out and get some food for tonight. I don't know what to have for dinner tonight. Maybe lasagna. That sounds good, doesn't it? Let's make a lasagna. I've got everything for lasagna in actually as well. Might make a lasagna tonight. And the great thing is I can freeze it and have it for like dinner, like later on. So yeah, I feel like I've regained my love for that one again. I was kind of getting a little bit wobbly on the colour and I was, I've got to do so many, I think it's 16 or 18,000 stitches on this and I'm not too sure if I'm liking the colour. And I have started this one like 5 times. So this time around I was like, no, Holly, just do it. Just stop your complaining, get on with it. This is the colour you chose and this is the colour you're going to complete it in. So yeah. Right, so the next one is probably one of my favourites and you all know me, I love my yellow. And the next one I worked on is Dahlias. Now this one wasn't actually supposed to be worked on until next month, but I'll explain what I did, if that makes sense, in a minute, like after this. And I'm talking through plans and what I plan on doing next month. Bearing in mind next month I've got 15 clients for sports massage, which is amazing, but it limits me time-wise because some of them are like 2 hours away. So, Dahlias, Yellow Dahlia, absolutely love this one. The artwork is by Carol Cavaleris and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this isn't that absolutely just beautiful? I mean, I can't. The colours are absolutely stunning. And my whip go this month said I needed, or next month, said I needed to do 1,000 stitches and I did 1,091 stitches and at 1.55%, which hardly, if I'm going to show you it in a minute, it's just nothing. Now, I would say with this one that I think I don't know if there's like a larger one or a regular. I did get the regular because it's going to take me a long time to stitch this. And I am doing this on 20 count 1/1. But yeah, I absolutely adore this one. I think this actually only comes in regular size. I think I'm getting confused with something else. So, where are we? Here we are. Still on my Q-snap. I'm trying to put all of my projects away since I had that massive flooding the other day, and it was just last month. Last month was it? I flooded again, and I had to wash my stuff again for like, I think it happened 3 times. So I bought these boxes, and all of my smaller projects like these, they just go in the box now, so it's completely protected. So 20 count 1/1, 1091 stitches, 1.55%. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot. There we are. I know it doesn't seem like a lot. However, because I needed to get my whip go done this month, I literally got to my percentage, that not percentage, my stitch count, and then I put it away because I was like, it was very much today, this month, it's been almost like a factory, what do you call them? You know, those things that just like once I reached my goal, bang, next one, bang, next one, bang. I was literally smashing them out because I have got a lot to get through, and I've got a lot of making up to do because that's 6. I think I did probably 200-300 stitches in the whole time that Dad was here, and then he made me feel really, really guilty for stitching. So, I mean, I get it, but sometimes you just need that time, you know, especially after I'd made the dinner and, you know, we were just chilling out, and you know, I'd get my stitching out and he'd be like, have you got boarding contracts to go through? Have you got your immigration stuff to do? I'm like, Dad. So yeah, bless him. What can I say? He's ex-Royal Marines, and he is also an engineer. So attention to detail is massive for him. I mean, I would almost go on the verge of saying that my dad was completely anal in a nice way. Like, he can build pretty much anything, and you know, because his attention to detail, that it will be right. It will be absolutely right. You'll be out by millimeters, you know, millimeters. It won't be out by an inch or, you know, 2 inches. It will be... Yes, he's reintroduced Pythagoras' theorem to my life. So anyway, that is, so I've got 2 more to do. So I don't know whether I've shown you this one. I'm not too sure whether Stormy was the one that I was supposed to do last month and didn't get to do it, and then I did it at the beginning because I started stitching it at the beginning of April. So I'm thinking, well, it was stitched on like the 2nd or 3rd of April. So maybe I didn't include it last month, and I don't know if I did. So if I did, I apologise, but I will show you anyway. I did 1072 stitches on Stormy, and I'm stitching this on 28 count 2/2. I think I might have told you Sanssouci was 32 count 2/1, but it's 32 count 2/2. Anything that's 28 or 32 for me is 2/2. Yeah, Stormy. Oh my goodness, my tummy is rumbling. So, I don't think I did show you. So, I did 1072 stitches. I'm at 9.79%. I'm stitching this on 28 counts, 2/2, and this is where I am at. And this is a big piece. I'm actually looking forward to this getting done, you know. I just need to make sure that it's not upside down. I swear, last time I showed you this, I was like, Holly, it was upside down or the wrong way round or something like that. I can't remember now. So I'm going to make sure that I show you this the right way around this time. This is difficult because this is such a big piece that it's difficult to show you what I've done. Okay, bear with. Right, so this is where I am at. I think this is at his beak. Oh, it does help if I actually show you what it's going to look like. Oh my goodness. Blonde. Right, so here we go. This is Stormy, and the artwork is by Critter Valley, I think. It's a Heaven and Earth design. So anyway, okay, so I'll be able to show you now you've seen it. So that's the nose and that's his eye, and I think I'm on this bit over here. Am I? No, I'm on You know what? I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea. Let me just, give me a second. Okay, so where are you? You are, so to the right of his nose. Okay. So so basically I'm in this bit here. And I've done this. There's a leaf. And I think I've done a little bit of this area here because it is like confetti in this is crazy. So let me show you where we are. I think I just spent a lot of time just stitching in my threads, my park threads on this. So yeah, that's where we are. You can kind of see starting to come together. But yeah, look at that confetti. It's no joke when I say this is a confetti heavy. This project is the one that probably takes me the most time and I get the least done on it because of the amount of confetti. So it came up twice. I think it came up twice last month, but I don't think I did it last month. So that's why it came up this month. And it came up twice, so it was 500 each time. So I had to do 1,000 stitches. So yeah. And I can't remember what I showed you last month, honestly. I see my horses in the field at the back. I don't know if I can spin you around. Excuse all the stuff. Like, oh, so can you see that window? You can just see my horses out the window. It's lovely, isn't it? Right, now I'm going to pause you and sort my and sort this frame back out. One sec. Right, okay, I'm back. But no, it is lovely to be able to do my washing up and see them outside. It's just so nice. So, the last one that I worked on this month is Grace Face 2. Where is... I don't think I brought my thing out. Bear with me 1 second. Right, I'm back. Okay, so starting to get warm in here now. I feel like the sun is starting to come around and my windows are getting a bit warm, but I don't want to put my air conditioning on because it's so loud. So, Grace Face 2, Josephine Wall. Artwork is by Josephine Wall and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I am doing this one on 18 count, 2/1. This came up twice. I think it came up once next month and once this month, so I've bundled it together, but I'll tell you more about that in a second because I've done that quite a lot. So I had to do 676 stitches, something like that. And I did 679 stitches. And I am at 93.74%. And I'm stitching this on 18 count 2/1. Now I will just show you the bottom part because I'm like pretty much the top part is all done, but the bottom part is what I've been working on. So this is where we are. So let me see if I can bring it back and do a comparison. I mean, her face is pretty much done now. I've been working on sort of basically just colour completing. That is literally all I'm doing right now, colour completing. And I think I got a shot of like 5 or 6 different colours on this one as well, down to 0. Isn't it lovely on Pattern Keeper when you can see, you know, the amount of stitches you've got left and then you put that last stitch in for that colour and it comes up a big fat 0. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, so 18 count 2/1. Full cross CXC threads. You can see how beautiful they are, how vibrant they are, and you know what, they're pretty spot on to DMC. They really are. I've never had something where it's been so far out that I haven't been able to, you know, match it up, or I've had to use a different colour because it's not been right. Again, it helps if you put your microphone on. Okay, so that is everything that I have worked on this month. And there are certain things that I should have worked on this month that I'm working on next month. There are some things that I should have picked up next month, but I worked on this month. And I think purely it's because I had like hardly any stitching done in the April. I kind of wanted to wait until my dad went on the 22nd anyway. So I was just smashing out as much stitches as I can I could do up until the 25th. And then as it happened, which is really lovely, the numbers were called on the 24th, not the 25th. So that gave me an extra day to plan my next month. So the numbers that were called were 13, 19 and 5. Now, there was 3. So 13 generally people have as a free space. I have it as a 3 space on 3 of mine. However, one of them is completely, so this is the one so 13, where are we here? Peak at Love. So this is the one where I'm over 50% complete, and I have a set amount of stitches that I have to do before the end of the year, and every single one of these projects on this Whip Go board will be complete by the end of the year. So 13 is Peacock Love, 19 is Peacock Love. So they were supposed to be for this month coming, but I ended up doing it in April. And 5, which is Grace Face 2. Now, Grace Face 2 came up this month and next month. So instead of doing Peacock Love, instead of leaving Peacock Love until next month, I decided that I was going to get all of my... So basically what I try to do is the stitches or the projects that I was going to get the highest number of stitches in. So for example, Dahlias came up sort of next month, but I did it this month because it was 1,000 stitches and it's block colour, so it's like bang, bang, bang. Also, a lot of the Grace Face was block colour, so I got that done. Peacock Love, a lot of that was block colour, so I got as much as that as I could on that one. And then 13's a free space. So I'm just kind of, I haven't said, right, this is a project. What I've done is, instead of putting another project in, I've just used that to try and realistically just catch up. The next one is 5, Pink Peonies. So Pink Peonies comes up next month, and Pink Peonies came up on the Full Coverage Fanatics, which I didn't manage to do this month. So I've grouped those together. So instead of doing the Full Coverage Fanatics Pink Peonies this month, I've decided that I'm going to hit them both next month. So I've got 1,000 stitches on that one to do, which is, if I show you my Pink Peonies. So I've got 1,000 stitches to do on this one, which is pretty. And the thing is, with a lot of my projects, I don't like starting and stopping them. I'd rather just, if I've got to do 1,000 stitches, I'd rather not do 500 now and 500 later on in the month, because for me, it's a lot to put them in the Q-snap or, you know, sort my frames out. So I'd rather just get them done. So once it's in a frame and done, I'll just smash out the stitches as much as I can. So Pink Peonies is coming up next month. 13, 19, Yellow Dahlias. Obviously, I've crossed that one off because I've done that one now. So that one's done. 5 is Pink Peonies. So that is that one. 13, 5, 19, so that's that one. Right, now, Enchanted Snowman came up next month, but also Full Coverage Fanatics. I've got a feeling I didn't pull that one out as well. What is wrong with me? Give me 1 second. Right, I'm glad you didn't have to just sit there and wait for me to do that, because I could not find it anyway. It's just taking forever. And I have just succumbed and put the air conditioning on in the bedroom because I just need a little bit cool. The windows, I love having them, but they are, it's like having an air fryer in the house, honestly. Right, so what was I saying? Enchanted Snowman. So this came up, when did it come up? So this came up this month, but it's also come up for the Full Coverage Fanatics because the colour was teal. And this is the only project that I could really find pretty much, other than the witch one, which I have done quite a few of stitching on that. So I wanted to kind of sort of get on this one because there is a little bit of teal in this. So this is called the Enchanted Christmas Snowman, and it is a stocking. And I know we're not seasonally around anywhere near that, coming into summer now, but the artwork is by Donna Gelsinger, and it's a Heaven and Earth Designs chart. And so yeah, so I have to do 500 stitches on this for this month, and then 500 for the full coverage fanatics for this month. So that is in the plans to do this month. Right. So 13. So that was 5. 19, a sweet life. So also on this one, I have to do a sweet life. And I know I've definitely got this one because I saw it. Here we are. So I need to do 500 stitches on this one too. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, by artwork by Amy Stewart. This is really beautiful. This is up my street, like colour wise as well. Love it. This is a quick stitch, although it's not very quick for me. I feel like it's taken forever, and there's so much confetti on it, so I made sure that I only put 500 stitches in this one because it's going to take forever. I'm doing that on 20 count 1/1, so I'll have 500 stitches in that by the end of the month, hopefully. And one that I was supposed to work on this month but I didn't get round to it was Alternative Reality. That came up this month, and did it come up next month as well? 21. No, it just came up last month, which I didn't manage to do. And what is really weird, when I went to open up this project bag, this is what I saw, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is going to be all over my work, freaking out. I did just print another one off, so I have no idea how it got wet. I have no idea, don't know at all. So this is a Josephine wall, and this is the artworks by, sorry, it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And honestly, I thought it was ruins. I was like, oh, for goodness sake, please just give me a break. But by the looks of it, the only place, because I can show you now, can you see, it's pretty much fine. The only place that I saw that it had any of that on is, like, can you see a little tiny bit? You probably can't even see it. Alright, where is the pink? The pink is literally, you can probably see a tiny bit there, right? That is nothing that bleach won't get out of. Like, I can get that out with bleach. That'd be absolutely fine. I might even just wash out first. So I'll try washing it first. And then if it doesn't work, then I'll just put bleach on it. And I've got a bleach that doesn't turn everything yellow. It will just take the colour out. So obviously it doesn't go anywhere near my stitching. But it will take that out, no problem at all. And the thing is that when you get it framed anyway, I'll have a mounting mat, so you won't even see it, because you always put the mounting mat right on the outside of your stitching, don't you? So even if even if it's stained and didn't come out, when it's finished, you still won't see it, so it'll be absolutely fine. Okay, so the next one I need to work on this month is 1 down 3 across. 1 down 3 across. Here we are. This is the one that is on my it's in the box, so I can't show you. This is a Long Dong sampler, very Christmassy, and I did this on I'm doing this on my dyed fabric, which is kind of a dark aubergine colour. It's come out really nice, really, really nice. I think I only need to do 500 stitches on that, but let's have a look. So 13, 19, 5, 13. Okay, yeah, so the other one that I need to do on this one is Blue Rhapsody, which I think, yeah, this is next month as well. And I love this one. So I put down a day to do for that one. I might do a little bit more than a day, you know, because I do love working on this one. And this is by Rosewood Manor, and I love working on this one. And the fabric is kind of like a grey fabric, so it's really nice. It kind of makes the blue pop really well. And one that I didn't work on last month, but it's come up this month as well, so I'll do 1,000 stitches on this, was Bookshelf. That is this one. So I need to do 1,000 stitches on this one. It's by New Dream Stitch. I'm stitching this one an 18 count. 18 count 2/1. And I'm I'm getting close to like 60, no, got to be more than 60% on that. I'm not really too sure how many percentages I am on that, but that one's getting close to a finish. All Hallows Eve, which I think came up last month. Yeah, I need to do 1,000 stitches on this one. I just didn't get around to doing it this month, so but this is a nice one. This is one that I'm actually, just after I finish the Peacock Love, this is the next one that I'm going to work on. So artwork is by Donna Gelsinger, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I love this one. And I love it because it's, you know, easy to stitch. It's a great one when you're tired. I'm stitching that one on 20 count 1/1, and you know, if I've got to make up a load of stitches, that's a good one to do that with because it's a lot of bulk. And last but not least, I should have worked on this one last month, but again, I've got about 2,000 stitches to do that on this month. I've got about 2,000 stitches, so oh my God, I think I've set aside like 7 days solid for this. It feels like a table mat, honestly. This is artwork by Amy Stewart and Heaven and Earth Designs again. Oh my goodness me, it's just, there is a lot to do on this. So I'm trying to do it so I can, there we go. Right. Can you see? Can you see? That's where I'm up to. Getting there. But next month, I'm really hoping that, even though I said that last month, I said that I'm going to have a real big dent in that, but no. The only dent I've got is my bloody wing mirror that my dad knocked off my car whilst he was here, which still hasn't been replaced. I've got a 4x4 Xterra, and he put a load of wood on the top of my roof because we were moving some wood, and the whole bloody lot just came down, didn't it? And it took my wing mirror off completely, and it was a bit of a oops. And I was like, yeah, Dad, oops. Now I have no wing mirror. Oh, goodness me. So I'm glad he did it though. It would have been 10 times worse if I had done it. So yeah, I'll get it fixed. It's just not high on the priority list right now with everything else that I've got going out. So I've just had to pay $7,000 to my immigration lawyer to file my immigration paperwork. I've just had to pay $2,500 in payroll taxes, mine and I've got staff, and then I've had to pay my mortgage this month as well, and my bank has just taken a hit this month and I just don't have any spare cash at all. So yeah, all being a little bit of a nightmare. So that is the stitching, and this can go in the bin. That is all I've done this month. Now, considering, you know, there was a good 6 weeks out of the month that I couldn't actually do any. I think the reason why a lot of March was moved over to April was because my dad arrived on the 8th of March. So most of March, was it the 8th? Something like that. Most of the March was taken up by him being here. And then he was 22 days in April. So that's pretty much, you know, most of April as well. So I really didn't get any done at all. So yes, I feel like I am majorly making up for it now, like really making up for it. But yeah, so what's been going on? Well, kind of been telling you what's been going on through the whole video. So nothing major. Yeah, we've moved our stables out of the barn that was in the other place, and they've gone outside. I didn't really want them going outside, but let's face it, they're steel and they're wrapped. So are my windows. My windows are wrapped. They're also steel and glass, but they're wrapped. So if it rains, it's not going to be a massive issue. We've got tops over them, so, you know, it is what it is. We're just waiting for some money to come over. Well, I'm just waiting for my dad to send some money over so my builder can start the grading, get the concrete in, get all the outside, well, the underside of the barn, what do you call it? Oh my goodness, he's got to put not installation, you know what I mean, inside, so that the rain, when it comes down, because I've got a metal roof, when the rain comes down, it is really, really, really loud. So I think that it needs to have, and I can't think of the words because I'm really tired today. My horse was amazing out, like I'll talk about that in a second. But yes, so I keep thinking it's called installation, it's not, and it sounds very much insulation, sounded just like installation, but it's called insulation. So he needs to put some insulation in underneath the roof, and then he's going to paint underneath the roof as well. And the big black trusses that I've got are going to be the white, the off-white, the same colour as the outside of the barn. So yeah, he's going to do the insulation, the painting, then he's going to grade the barn, then we're going to put the concrete down, then he's going to do the framework. By then he'll have all the water over there as well, because we're connecting it up to this. I've got a, what do you call it, a well, so we're connecting that up. He's also connecting the water to my arena, so that my arena needs watering like loads. I mean, it needs like 4,000 or 5,000 gallons a time. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just riding half of it. When it's raining, I'm just riding half of it, and when the water goes in, I'm just going to water half of it, and I'm going to drag half of it, because at the moment, A, I don't need all of it, B, like I don't need to water all the arena when I can just use half of it. It's just a waste. And I've got this special fibre, let's see if I can find it. So I've got, at the moment, I've got sands, just like masonry sands, and it needs fines. So it needs to go away to get analysed, so that they can put together the best mix for me, for my horses. So there is so much science in arenas, and until you start looking at surface, you just, oh my goodness, there's so much science behind it. So you have to have fine sand with angulatory sand, because basically what has to happen is when the horse's hoof goes down into the arena, it has to be stable. So instead of it like basically falling away and the horse lose its traction, you know, that's really, really important. So there has to be like a variety of the arena surface. So I have got this fibre that is being added to my arena as well. So this will be done when the barn's done, and you know, we're pretty much ready to go. Then I'll just get him to finish the arena, because he's also got to do all the outside of the arena as well. And I don't want him to do all the outside. So he's going to do the outside first, then he'll do the arena, because I don't want him to do the outside of the arena first, and then all of that stuff going into the arena. So look, this is fibre, and what this does is it helps keep the sands together, and it's almost like a carpet fibre. I guess it's almost like a carpet fibre. And what it also does is it helps keep the moisture in, so you don't have to water your arena as much. So it will help with stability, and it also helps with the water side of it as well, because there is only little old me, and I am on a well, but this arena is a 200 foot by 100 foot arena, and it's massive. So it will take a lot of water. So we're going to put it on, when the water's done completely, we're going to put it on a timer system, so that it waters the arena like 3 o'clock in the morning for like an hour or so. And then when I wake up in the morning, or like between sort of 3 and 5, when I wake up in the morning at 6, I can go out there and I can drag the arena and get it looking amazing, ready for riders in the morning. So what else is happening? I went on a hack today, and I'll put some videos in here.
See, 3 days is too many days in a row for her. I told you familiarity brings contempt with her.
Yeah. See if we can get us. Hey! Oh, duck! Literally duck. Good girl. Good girl. No, don't be silly. You're absolutely fine. Of what it looked like. I mean, my property, it looks a bit disheveled right now, like it's overgrown, but I just don't have anything to bush hog at the moment. So, yeah, I'll put some pictures in of, well, some videos in of us hacking, and that was really, really lovely. What else? I've got 15 clients this month with massage, which is great. My turmeric is in a second feed store. My turmeric is now in Cherokee Feed and Seed, which is a massive, massive feed store up in North Atlanta, which is where all the money is, you know, Alpharetta, Woodstock, Ball Ground, Holly Springs, Milton, you know, massive money up there. So they're taking my turmeric as well. I went to the stock market feed store a couple of days ago to go and see Marilyn, who owns that, and they've pretty much, apart from 3 large turmerics, they've sold out of all of my turmeric. So I had to go and replenish those, and they wrote me a check, which was nice. I got a check rebate for tax. Can you believe it? $831. I got tax back. So that's amazing. So that's going towards my merchandise bags. When I go and do these events, I thought, you know, learning from going to the events myself, it'd be really, a lot of people were saying, oh, have you got any free samples? And, you know, I was saying to people, no. And, you know, on my way back, I was thinking, do you know what, free samples, that'd be great. If I can put together, you know, a little merchandise bag, a little plastic bag with HV Equine written on it, you know, my nice logo, and in there having a little baggie of the turmeric so they can try their horses on it, see if their horses will eat it, and I can have maybe some like mints in there for the horses, a coupon, like a $10 coupon, business card, and a leaflet about the turmeric on one side, and on the other side about my my sports massage, because that's obviously a service that I do at the moment as well. So, you know, that might be really good. So actually that $800 will come in handy. I'm also starting to advertise with a marketing company, Google Ads. They take care of my Google Ads. That's $99 a month, but you know, my turmeric's not been doing too badly. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not, I've not got 10 flying out the door every day or anything, not even a week. But you know, I've now, over the time since January, I've now got a little bit of money, like an extra grand in my account, that I can look at advertising, because you know, Facebook's just not doing it. You know, I advertise on my business Facebook and Instagram, and my Facebook, my personal Facebook, and I've been putting things in groups and stuff. But yeah, I was looking at Facebook ads, and so many people were like, Holly, don't even bother. You know, I've put ads up, and you know, I spent like $300 and I didn't even see one ad. None of my friends saw an ad, you know, so I set up a different Facebook account thinking that I would see my ads, thinking that, you know, they're not going to show you your own ad to your own Facebook page. And apparently the algorithms are really fiddly. Someone said that they took money they shouldn't have done, and that was a fight to get it back. And oh my goodness me, I think it's one of those things that once I get bigger and better, I can look at this company to take over all of my social media advertising. That's like $350 a month. But if I can bring in more than $350 a month in turmeric sales, then it's paid for itself, hasn't it? Absolutely. And they know all of the algorithms with regards to Facebook and things like that. And I will leave that up to them, because I just don't have a clue. But yeah, so they're dealing with my Google ads. So if anyone puts in like supplement or turmeric or horse or something, what's my cat doing? I literally just saw my cat dart across the thing, and I was like, what is he doing? And so yeah, they'll take care of that. So my turmeric comes up, and my business, my website comes up, so that's good. So hoping that I'll get a bit more business that way. But you know, it's steady. I've got a lot of regulars that are coming back to me. I did have a lady from Louisiana actually message me, and she ordered some turmeric, completely unrelated, not on my Facebook, not even in the States, nothing. And she messaged me and said that she would like to order some of my turmeric and this, that and the other, and wanted me to talk about it a little bit further. And yeah, she went off and she ordered a big one because she was like, well, if my horse doesn't eat it, then I'll just have it. And I was like, that's going to keep you in turmeric for a long time. But no, so that's good. So it's getting out there. It's about, you know, being there. There is a couple of events coming up. One is the Hunter Jumper, which I am going to be a vendor. So I'll be a vendor there. There is another one that they want you to pay $600 to be a vendor, which I never really sell a lot of turmeric when I go to these events because people like to take away the information. They like to kind of grill over it in their heads and, you know, talk to trainers and vets and things like that. So for me, I don't think that I would end up making much money from that. That for me would be a massive loss. You know, if I go to events, the most I sell is like 2 big ones and 4 small ones. And that's not even close to even $100, let alone $600. So what I've decided to do is take some flyers that show my turmeric on one side and my my sports massage on the other, and I am just going to go there in my equine top, my business top, and I'm just going to give out flyers to everyone. This is one of the biggest quarter horse association calendars of the year. Like, it's called Stars and Stripes, and it's huge with the Quarter Horse Association, and everyone that has got a name in that industry will be there. So I'm going to just take like 1,000 flyers and I'm just going to hand them all out to everyone. And I think that would be a lot more conducive because so many people just come up to me and they talk to me about it and they say, oh, okay, you know, you know what, I want to just brew over it first and then I'll come back to you. So why don't I just turn up and just give flyers out if that's what I'm going to doing if that's what basically I'm going to be doing anyway. I can take my turmeric with me, like just a small one, to show them what it looks like. And if they, you know, want to buy one, I'll have them in my car anyway if they choose. Then they can just buy it online and then I'll just give it them, you know, from my car. So I think that is going to be a better way of doing it until, you know, I've got a bit more excess money. I just don't have any excess money at the moment, really. I've got to be very frugal with what money's being spent on, and careful. So maybe next year I can put loads more money into advertising. Maybe next year I can get someone that does all of the you know, a part-time person that does all of the social media and the advertising and everything for me, because I'm just I'm not gonna have time to it, and B, I'm absolutely useless when it comes to social media. But yeah, so that's me this month pretty much. No dramas, nothing bad's happened, which is good, touch wood. But yeah, I'm gonna clear all this up. Get it all tied again. Oh, I tell you what I did do though. Oh my goodness, I tell you what I did do. So I don't know how, and some of you might have like kind of can relate. Somehow I ended up having 3 projects from one set of skeins. So basically these, I mean, I'm not a huge massive fan of bobbins anyway. Make sure that I put these the right way. So I've got 3 sets of these, 1, 2 and a kind of a half, and some extra floss and a half, well, a quarter, and it just ended up looking like a show. I'm not going to swear, but you know what I'm saying. Because I ended up with so much thread, and if you can see this, you can imagine what all 3 of these look like. They were all out of place. Some, oh my goodness, it was an absolute nightmare. So one night I was like, I'm so fed up with trying to find the colours that I need. I sat there and put it all in order, and I know that I use these, and I don't know why, but I use these for Peacock Love, a Stitch in Time ornament, and Grace Face too, because I'm always seem to be pulling out the same colours. So for example now, and you've got to be really careful making sure that it matches the colour that you're using, because sometimes the blues are a little bit off if you've got like a different dye lot. But for example, I've got 1, 2, I've got like 2 797s, and I've got 742. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 742s, but these are, where did that fly out from? These are basically 3 boxes with 3 thingies in them, projects in them. And I was actually just thinking, you know what? I know people like have a problem with space, but if I kitted up 3 kits at the same time and made sure that I had enough so basically when I kit up my kits, if I had to make sure that, say for example, I need 2 skeins of 554 on one project, 1 on another one, and 1 on another one, that I would make sure that I had 4 in stock and 1 bobbinated. Because what I could do is, I mean, as this happens, most of these I've got double colours of each, which is why I'm in 3 things. Would that not make it so much easier rather than having each one of these for every single project? Because you then only have to bobbinate like what you kind of need. You don't have to bobbinate. So say for example you've got 3 different skeins of, so 554 is across 3 of your projects. You only need to do 1 skein. You only need to bobbinate 1. And that will pretty much do you over the 3. And then as that runs out, then you bobbinate another one. Does that make sense? And that means you haven't got a zillion of these hanging around. And, oh my God, that just makes so much more sense. And you don't have to sit and bobbinate 3,000 colours, you know, for 3 different, okay, 3,000 might be a little bit of a, so most things have got like 82 to 100 colours. So, okay, so 300 colours, for example. Instead, you're only doing 89 of them. I mean, that, like, for me, that makes more sense. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? And I'm wondering if I've just kind of, without realising, cut down the whole issue of bobbinating. So you can have 5 of these, right? And you could have like 8 different projects in them, and you can write down on the top what projects they are, like peacock glove, you know, and the other 2, so you know what they relate to. But I found, and the reason that I went onto those, so I've actually moved away from these. These are just, it's because these projects have been going on forever. So I actually use the organisers now, pretty much, the floss organisers, or Annie's Keepers, because I just find it a little bit tidier. Well, not tidier, actually this is probably the tidiest, but I just find it the less time consuming. There we are, because I have to unbobbinate everything and then have to rebobinate everything. And with the organisers and Annie Keepers, you literally put it on there once and then you can just take out a strand if you need to, 1 or 2 strands. And I am finding that these are really time consuming, but so I've kind of moved away from these. However, I just find that, yeah, they're really time consuming, and I've completely forgotten what I was going to say now. Oh my goodness, I think it's time for me to go. Oh yeah, so what I was going to say, so what I was finding is that I ended up having like 10 or 12 of these, you know, or sometimes 15, and they were all, bang bang, all stacked up, just because every single one, or 2, because sometimes, you know, I'll have like 2 or 3 of these for one project. You know, I had like 15 boxes. So if you can have like a load of projects over a few of these, you only have to bobbinate 1 skein for 3 projects. I mean, it's rocket science. And you don't have to worry about like the different colours, because what you would do is you buy, well, I mean, I think it's different for some people, but if you buy CXC thread, they're 8 cents each, you know, not 80, which is what DMC is. So it is cheap. I mean, it cost me like, on a supersize max colour, I think it cost me like $23 to for the whole entire supersize max colour project. It was like $23 to buy all the floss for it. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? So yeah, just make sure that you've got all the floss that you need for every single project, and then just bobbinate 1. One colour. Well, if I've helped, if I've helped with your life a little bit, I'm so pleased. Now, I don't really know what to do about this. I do try when I'm picking out colours to go through this and see like, okay, is there any of this floss that I can use? You know, I do try, but it takes so long to go through it and I'm not really too sure what to do with that, really. I might make a pin cushion and then just put a load of this inside, but I do need an ort jar. I don't have an ort jar here, but I do need to get an ort jar. So at the moment it's just hanging around. That's what it's doing, it's just hanging around. So anyway, that's it for me for April. I will see you again in May. I'm hoping that I'll have a better progress in May. I'm hoping at least that I can get some decent stitching on my Max Colour Supersize Bountiful bookshelf. That would be good, because I need to get some serious stitching done on that. That's, at this rate, it's going to take like 20 years for me to finish it, and that's not an exaggeration. That is just true. It's going to take me about 20 years to finish it, and I don't want to be stitching it for 20 years, I'm not going to lie. So, yes. Oh, before I go, Crafty Emily, I've sent you a message, but I sent it to you on YouTube. I'm trying to get hold of you, my darling. Let me know, send me an Instagram message, or, you know, whatever. What is my Instagram? It's Holly, I don't even know what my Instagram is, but I did send you, I put it down in the description box what my Instagram is, but I need to get hold of you. If you can message me, I'd really appreciate it. Now, I can imagine you're really, really busy. I left you a message on YouTube. You probably haven't even seen it, so don't worry about it, but I would like to get hold of you, please. So if you could message me, I'd appreciate it. Nothing bad, just want to like get together, you know, and yeah. So have a lovely rest of the day. The month has gone already because we're in May already, so I will see you next month, and enjoy your stitching, and yeah, have a great month, guys. Have a great month. See you later. Bye.